The Sunken Isle is the representation of the IPA as we know it today, brewed with a firm bitterness, approachable body, and dry finish. Man, it sounds like some Hawaiian hops they got in here.
I just like the fact that it's approachable because I hate being turned down by beer.
Yeah.
So. Approachable body.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wish You Were Beer podcast. This is your boy Rambo.
It's your boy Glenn.
And this is Alan, and I'm excited, guys. What about you?
Oh yes. So for those of you who tuned into last week's podcast, we definitely apologize for the car wreck that you guys had to listen to. So we're going to be
bad. No, it was bad.
So we're going to change up the format this time. So instead of tasting 11 beers like we did last week, in this episode, we're just going to focus on one brewery, which is called Harland Brewing here in San Diego, California. So we got 5 beers on deck.
And you guys could check them out. Their Instagram handle is Harland Beer, and then their website is harlandbeer.com as well, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
yep.
So be sure to check them out.
All right, so let's get these.
So how do you want to get into this, man? Like we've got 5, and I think we're going to start from the top down, right? In terms of ABV, IBU. If you were here with us last week, that is the International Bell Unit.
All right, so we're going to start with the Waimea Haze. I think it's Waimea. Waimea Haze. So this is a 7% ABV. It has two different types of hops. It's Waimea and Rakau. I don't even know. It's Rakau. Feel free to look that up.
So
I
don't think I've ever heard of those two. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So this one is a hazy IPA.
I gotta say, man, I like their artwork on the can is very. I don't know. It's simple, but it has a classic look to it. I don't know. You know, it's like
a throwback.
It's very cool. I like it. So Waimea Haze rocks, you know, their cream color, but then with the blue highlight. So yeah, I'm ready. Let's get into it.
All right, go ahead and pop that open.
Oh yeah, break that open.
Ooh, the bubbly.
Yeah, look at that.
I like the sound of that.
This is definitely a hazy for sure. There's no doubt. Looks like pineapple juice.
This the scent of this, it wasn't even like near my nose, and I could smell it. So good.
That smells really, really good.
Has a very light aroma.
Waimea Haze.
7%.
And this is an IPA?
It is an IPA, yes. Hazy IPA.
All right, guys. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To episode 2.
Let's go.
Wow. What do you guys think?
I like it. Has a bit of a bite to it.
Yeah,
it
really
does.
Good. It's very subtle, though.
Very. I like the hoppiness. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest IPA fan, but this one is good.
So, first time for you guys?
For Harlan?
No, for this beer. Yeah, for this particular beer.
Yes.
Yeah. Same here.
This is a first time for me all across.
Yeah,
so
I've never had
You've
Harlan.
never had Harlan before?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've heard high things of it, so I'm excited.
Yeah. So while we're on the subject, why don't you tell us a little bit about the brewery itself?
So they have 2 breweries here in San Diego. The one that I went to is in Carroll Canyon, so it's like North San Diego. So it's like most breweries here in San Diego. It was in a business park, so it was a little bit tough to find. But they have like outdoor seating, which is nice. So they have some food options, and as soon as you walk in, You know, they got all the taps open. You can see where they're brewing all the beers.
It's pretty spacious too.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty big. So it was pretty cool. I think they rotate their beers around. So when I went there, they only had 5 beers, but they kind of rotate through quite a few. So that was pretty cool.
Was there a lot of people?
Yeah.
Were there people there?
There was a lot of people outside, but when you go in, I think you can only go in and order your beers.
Right.
Got it.
So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of people in there. They have merchandise too that you can pick up if you want to.
So is Waimea this Waimea Haze IPA? Is this this is not one of their core beers, right?
I don't think it's their core beer. Yeah, they have 3 core beers, which is the Sunken Isle, the Hazy IPA, and the Japanese Lager.
Okay.
Those are the 3 that they always have. So this one is one of the revolving or rotating ones.
So those 3 that you just mentioned, we'll be getting those 2 real soon. So,
Oh yes,
or 3 actually.
those 3. Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, this tastes really good.
So a little bit of history about Harland. I guess the owner of Harland used to be the owner of St. Archer, correct?
Yes, which is also another beer company or brewery here in San Diego.
And St. Archer, I guess they got bought. Well, they were acquired by Miller Coors. Do you remember when that was?
That was probably back in 2013. Oh no, 2015.
Okay.
And they bought them, I believe, for $35 million,
Jeez.
That was rumored. I mean, I can't.
according to Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. Wow, that's a.
Well, that's amazing, man. Like
Yeah.
you go from selling one and then reestablishing a new one with a whole new following.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
So the owner, Josh Landon, when it went, well, it's still, there's still a St. Archer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we used to go to Lazy Dog and watch games out
the
there.
White Ale.
The White
I
Ale,
remember that
man.
one, yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess we can move on to the next beer here, right?
So that next one is gonna be.
Wait! Time out! I see a re-pour.
Sorry, I'm doing a re-pour.
Nice,
man.
nice. Hey, you know what? You can re-pour me too.
Yeah,
I don't want to be the only one.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
We got to finish the can off, so it's not much. So these are, what are these, 16 ounces or 12 ounces?
I believe 16.
So I was looking for the IBU for Waimea, and the websites I found said 0. I'm like, okay, there's no way, shape, or form accurate.
For sure.
We'll figure it out. All right, so I guess we're sticking with Waimea for now.
We'll finish that one off real quick, and the next one is going to be the Sunken Isle, which is it's also 7%.
I gotta tell you, I'm excited about this one just because I don't know, the name seems very Scottish. Is it Scottish?
Yeah, has that Kelly green color.
Know.
So, Alan, there's a. Can you read off the can Harland's slogan? I think it's on the side there.
Is it the labor of beer or the other one? All right, so here you go. Harland, embodying the spirit of rolling up your sleeves to get the job done. Yes.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a man's beer.
Hence why it's called a labor of beer.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Play off of words from the labor of love, and i.e. beer is love.
Oh, that is delicious.
And what's good about that haze too, it's not as strong, so
No.
very enjoyable.
And it has the highest ABV too, so that's good.
What was that again? 7.5?
7%.
7%.
7%.
So same thing with the Sunken Isle, which is going to be the next one on deck.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this open while you talk.
So what it says on the can, the Sunken Isle is the representation of the IPA as we know it today, brewed with a firm bitterness, approachable body, and dry finish. This beer is aggressively dry hopped with Citra, Waimea, Man, it sounds like some Hawaiian hops they got in here.
I just like the fact that it's approachable because I hate being turned down by beer.
Yeah.
Approachable body.
So the Sunken Isle is unfiltered and exploding with tropical fruit and citrus aromas.
Yes.
So I've been to Harlan a couple times, and that's my go-to is Sunken Isles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they serve it off the draft out there too, or is it all cans and bottles?
No, it's off the draft.
Oh,
yeah,
I'd love to try that.
especially their core beer, which is one. This is one of their core beers. And then coming up soon, we're going to be talking about their upcoming beer releases.
Very cool. All right, so this is Sunken Isles by order of the Wish You Were Beer podcast. Cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
All right, so we're gonna have to come up with different ways of saying cheers in different languages. So
I know of only two. Cheers and kanpai. That's it.
Cream pie? What?
That's why I know it.
I think the Irish say, if you're listening, you can correct us on our Instagram, but I think it's called Shlanta. It's on my fridge because I have a bottle opener with the name on it, but I don't remember how to pronounce it. Shlanta.
I thought it was. I'm trying to think. Is it SCH or how do you spell that?
So I think I have the next cheers for our third beer.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I can't wait. So, did you guys already try the Sunken Isles yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, I did.
I did.
Oh, I mean, I've had this before, so it's good.
It's good. It has a way different taste than the Waimea. Way different.
Oh yeah. But I can't pinpoint like what it is that's different. But
So-
there's a different taste.
This is what I like about Harlan. They have core beers, so when I go to a restaurant, I kind of feel the same way about their menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a small menu and you have your go-to stuff, it makes me want to come back because I don't have to look through the whole entire menu.
And that's one thing that turns people away from new restaurants and stuff is just so much information. It's
Yeah.
I think I was watching that show. What was it, Bar Rescue? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he made a point. They visited one bar and their menu was 35 pages,
Oh, geez.
and it wasn't even like
Good
pictures.
Lord.
They were like line items, like text, And he was like, the average consumer needs less than 30 seconds to make up their mind.
Right. Right.
So you're gonna give them a book to read. So I like the idea of just three beers.
Yeah.
You know what you want, and then if they give you a rotating beer, then that's a plus.
Yeah,
you already know
absolutely.
what's good.
And I think with having a smaller menu, I think that at least to me as a consumer shows that, hey, these people perfected these
Oh yeah.
5 beers. Now, if
Yeah.
you have 100 beers, it's like,
What are you doing wrong?
yeah. So I kind of like that.
Keep
it's,
making them.
So I like that. Yeah, that it's pretty short and sweet.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. So this is also a 7%er.
Oh yes.
Man, so do they does Harlan? Do you know if they distribute continental U.S. like all throughout the United States?
I think according to their website, you can order it and they'll send it to you. Let's see. Which I think that would be.
Oh, I am
Pretty nice.
so down for that one right there. The sour DIP. So it's a double IPA.
It's a sour dipper.
Oh, so this is going to be. It looks like it's coming Friday. You could check them out at harlandbeer.com under beer releases. They've got one coming, a sour double IPA with kara orange, passion fruit, mango, dry hopped with Asaka and cashmere. I didn't. Oh well.
Oh, all right. Cashmere. It's bougie.
You didn't see that, so this is this coming Friday, right?
Yeah, this coming Friday.
So what are we doing Friday?
Oh, yeah,
Alan?
exactly.
What are you doing, Marty?
I will be there.
Hey Harlan, if you're hearing us, can we podcast there, baby?
Yeah,
Please.
We'll hype up this release. It's
Wow.
amazing. Good
Yeah,
stuff,
that
man.
looks really good.
Dang, a sour and a double IPA.
I like it. I like the idea.
That might be.
Again, I just got into sours recently. What is this called? The Stave and Nail beer.
Oh yeah.
I think I just found one of my. I was gonna say one of my new. I think maybe a new fave here in San Diego.
That's good. Jinx. All right. So the next one we're gonna get into is the hazy IPA. This one is a 6.5% ABV.
It's also their one of their core beers.
Yeah.
What does it say about their hazy?
So it says, our hazy IPA brings everything we love in an IPA without the overwhelming bitterness. With a smooth and creamy mouthfeel from oats and wheat. The bright aromas of citrus, gooseberry. Oh, I thought I said dingleberries. Gooseberries and hints of white wine rise to surface for an exceedingly aromatic IPA.
Ooh, white wine.
You had me at creamy.
And you had me at dingleberries.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said mouthful. It's mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
You know, your ears want to hear what it wants to hear. Yeah. So the Dingleberry IPA. Glenn, why don't you pop this one open, dude?
Sure.
Let's get that round robin going.
So, hey, Alan, when you brewed at home, did you ever come across the Southern Cross or Cashmere hops?
No. I stuck with the your typical ones like the Simcoe, the Amarillo, is that what it is? And then Centurion or Sentinel, I forgot what it's called, but it's been so long. Southern Cross Cashmere, juicy strain, like it, 6.5%.
These are going to be some heavy pours.
I like it.
Yeah, there's no complaints on my end. By any means.
You know what's good with beer? And I just happened to glance over Rambo's shoulder. Pretzels.
That's right.
Those are so good.
Pretzels and beers, and
especially from Wetzel's Pretzels.
Where can you find juiced yeast strain besides an hour after playing basketball in my underwear?
That'll be for the next beer.
I think that's the only location for that.
Juice yeast strain.
All right.
So
I have a new way of saying cheers.
Okay.
If you guys ever watched the movie BeerFest, this is what they say. Prost. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Dang,
in Germany.
I like it.
In German.
Prost.
So I will confirm that's what it is because I did spend a week in Munich and in Berlin. Yeah, I did attend Oktoberfest, so that's how they say cheers in Germany.
Prost.
So
Prost.
I've never been. So is it how it seems in terms of like how BeerFest makes it look like? Just rowdy.
So. Yeah. After when the
just
sun
looks
starts
like
to,
it smells.
it does. So for those of you who are listening and are in San Diego, you imagine Del Mar Fair times 10, but with a bunch of beer tents.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It smells like swass.
Pretty much.
So I mean, it starts off, kind of clean fun. It's clean fun all throughout, but then when the sun starts to go down, man, and people have had 5 or 6 of these, Steins.
Das Boot.
Yeah,
Steins.
But
SCH.
I'll tell you what, though, man, you meet so many people, and even the locals are very, very friendly out there, man. It's just a good time. So
awesome.
So in the Steins, are they like chilled or just straight off the keg like cold, or are there some beers that they serve warm? Or
no, they're cold. I think the idea is that, and I heard this from my brother when he was stationed out in Germany. He said that the beer there is just different. Like when it gets warm, it still tastes good. Not that they serve it warm. It came out cold. All their beers came out.
Beer hits different there. Beer hits different for me here.
Yeah. So
it's their water.
So they start closing all the tents in the park, right? And they close all the restrooms. So at a certain time, it becomes pee fest because you just pee wherever you can, and you walk outside and there's like 20, 30 people on the side of the buildings, including women, man. Just
damn.
Yeah. just peeing wherever they can because it's.
Imagine just meeting your future wife there. Like, tell the story to your kids. How do you meet mom? Oh,
we locked eyes. We locked eyes and crossed streams.
Yeah, exactly the point. We caught each other's eye as she was squatting. She looked at me and she said, "Nein, das Boot."
I think the beer is hitting us a little bit.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
That's good stuff, man.
So we have a friend who you haven't met yet, Rambo. We have a friend named Isaac.
Oh yes.
Who comes out with us to a local brewery out here, but his favorite brewery is Harland.
Which one does he like? Do you know which?
So there is an old release, I guess a previous release that he keeps talking about. I don't know. I gotta contact him and ask him. But it's not one of these though. But
cool. So one of the rotating handles.
Yeah. But his go-to core beer is the Suckadiles.
Nice. Yeah. Just backtracking. So we've done a haze, we've done an IPA, and then what was the first one again?
First one was Waimea, which is a hazy IPA.
Haze, a regular IPA, and then got it.
So I pulled up on their website. I pulled up the beer archive on Harland.com. Oh no! I'm sorry. It's HarlandBeer.com.
Yeah.
So that's his favorite one right there.
The milkshake or the?
It's Halpia Milkshake IPA.
That one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see just the photo that they have. It's. Oh my goodness! It's pretty. It's eye appealing.
It is. Very colorful.
So the Halpia. Is that Halpia Baboy? Milkshake IPA. Looks like a 7%er. It looks thick, dude.
Yeah. So for those who don't know what Halpia is, it's like a coconut jello.
Wow. And I
Hawaii.
learned something today. I always thought dogs laid eggs. Dude, the one to the left of it, the tropical fluff, that looks good too. So I have a question. Are they from like Hawaii or something, or?
I don't know because it's like a lot of tropical stuff.
Yeah. I get that kind of feel. I don't know.
Yeah, that tropical fluff says Imperial Sour Ale with lactose. So what if you're lactose intolerant? Are you just going to be ripping farts or what?
It will go right through you.
IBUs are 1,000.
Off the charts.
Off the scale.
And it's look at the ABV on that one. That one's pretty strong, 7.5.
Dang.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Tropical fluff.
Awesome.
Yeah, so when we see these guys in person, we got to ask them about some of their future releases. Or these are archives.
These are archives.
Jeez. Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Did you see these in the in their brewery, Rambo? In like a freezer or something, or because I don't remember if they had like a fridge or where you can.
Yeah, it was a fridge, and they had the 5 beers that we're trying out today. It was just in the.
None of these though, right?
None of those were on there. Yeah, just the 5.
I wonder if they have. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see like their taps where they're serving?
I saw their taps, but
was it more
I didn't.
than 5?
I didn't see them. Yeah, there was definitely more than 5, but I didn't see. It didn't have like any names. So I'm assuming they memorized which one's which. But
Harlan, if you're, or actually anybody, if you're listening, let us know. Slide into our DMs on Instagram, the Wish You Were Beer podcast. Let us know what you guys got because we want to go check it out.
Definitely.
And always, give us some feedback or give us some recommendations. If you're out of state or out of city and there's it's exclusive to your area.
Give us a reason to get out there.
Yeah. or send us a website of your favorite beers. And, maybe we can order some from their website, have it shipped out to us, and then we can feature it on our podcast.
Heck yeah.
That'd be great.
All right. So, second to last one. We're going to try their India Pale Whale. And whale as in W-H-A-L-E, not me saying whale, well in a accent.
Whale. I'm
India
from the
Pale
South.
Whale, and they have a big, just a What kind of whale is this? It's
Humpback?
Humpback whale?
Is that Moby Dick?
I don't know. Looks like it.
No, that's a sperm whale.
Oh.
How big is that spout?
Shooting loads. So this one is a cryo-hopped India Pale Ale.
No way.
Have you guys heard of cryo-hopped?
I would.
Does that mean it's like cold pressed?
Yeah, it sounds like that's the right term, right?
I think cryo's like frozen, right?
Yeah, so they freeze the hops before they shoot the load.
And what I find interesting is that all these cans... Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe not. This one says 16 fluid ounces, but this says 1 pint. But the cans look like they're the same size.
So 16 ounces is 1 pint.
Is it?
Aha.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is...
They're trying to test your aptitude.
So I was like, interesting.
Yeah, I wonder what the thought process was behind it. They're like, let's just put 1 pint today. Or
Like, hey, I got an idea.
how about instead of 1 pint, we throw 16 ounces on that bad boy? Oh yeah, write that down. taking that right up to management.
So the one that says what does it say? 16 ounces. What does it say for the mils? How many mils does it have? Mils on there?
This one says 473.
Then it's the same.
Same here.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's true.
Hashtag math. Do math. Have you guys seen that Family Guy? Where, you know how like Family Guy, they do a bunch of like outtakes, right? Or not outtakes, like where cutaways. So for instance, Peter will say, oh, it's kind of like that one time when I did this, right? So Peter was referencing a point where I guess he was talking about Asian guys, right? Or Asians. And then he was like, oh, it's like that one time where I had my own personal calculator. And he has an Asian boy sitting next to him and he puts him on his desk at school, and he just pokes him. He's like, do math.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
one.
so good.
So this India Pale Ale has 3 different kinds of hop. It has Mosaic, Cryo, Chinook, and Simcoe. Which
Okay, so I know of all 3 except for the fact that Mosaic's Cryo. So that I've heard of all those. Cool, let's do this, man. India Pale Ale, and I have a cheers for us.
All right, let's do it.
We are going to venture far deep south from where we're at to the long lost land of Mexico.
Let's go.
Cheers. Salud.
Salud.
You got to say like this.
Salud. You got to have a heavy tongue. Salud. Or lazy tongue.
Oh, man. Lately.
I think that's from Spain. I think that's how they talk in Spain with their Spanish.
I don't want to drink it because you're going to make me laugh, dude. Hold on. Go ahead. Say what you can say.
¿Cómo estás?
Elefante.
¿Cómo te llamas?
So those of you listening, we're not by any means making fun of Spanish. It's just that's a reference to Russell Peters' stand-up comedy.
Pass the buck, baby. Yeah, we ain't at fault.
Scapegoat.
Don't
Hashtag
blame
scapegoat.
us. Don't blame us.
Wow.
Now do it again.
¿Cómo estás?
Elefante. Oh man, that's good.
I'm bilingual. There's a difference. Look what you did to my dickies.
Oh man, that's good. We got a couple different references in one shot.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
That's good.
So we're doing the India Pale Ale.
All right, so before we get into our last beer, I know we were talking about BeerFest earlier. Out of all the games that they played quite a few games. What game do you think you would be best at?
Turbo Quarters.
Turbo Quarters. I've never played it.
The reason why is because that is an actual game, not Turbo Quarters with the Steins, but just quarters in general. I mean, I've played it before, so.
So what's the
Objective
of the game? I know you're supposed to get the quarter in, but like I guess what are the rules?
I guess you just sit across from somebody else. You have a glass, right, and you try to bounce the quarter off the table. It falls into the cup. If you make it, he drinks or she drinks. If you don't make it, then you drink it.
Ooh.
At least that's what I remember. That was back in like days when I was in even able to drink alcohol. I wasn't legal
So
drinking age.
Of legal tender.
this is a very iconic movie for those that are into beers altogether, but just the opening scene where they're playing the quarters.
Yeah.
It's so intense.
With the priest?
Yeah, and the priest is flying off the handle. He's like, oh, well, you know, do this. And then the guy's brother rolls up. Hey, come on. What are you guys doing? He pops on his collar. I was like, dang.
I thought he was going to get killed.
Yeah, and then he downs a beer. Like, and then burps.
That was pretty awesome. What about you, Alan?
Dude, for me, man, I think it's just going to be the straight up boot, man. I think I could just open up, just unlock my jaw, and then just let it go.
But you got to flick the wrist at the end, remember? Because of the air bubble.
Yeah, it's the air bubble, man. But it's all about unlocking my jaw. What about you, Rebo? What you got, man?
Time out. We've never seen you unlock your jaw before.
Hold on, that is a secret
talent.
Yeah, that
is a hidden talent.
If you want to know, just check out my OnlyFans.
You're so talented.
And that OnlyFans account is onlyfans.com/unlockjaw.
For me, I would probably say beer pong. But not the way that they played it.
Yeah.
I've never seen beer pong played that way, but it makes more sense to play it that way. So that'd probably be mine. I wish I could do volume chug, but I don't got the throat.
so we
be able to do that.
We all have a mutual friend that can chug beer like no.
That's exactly who I was thinking about when I was watching
that
movie.
Other.
Wait, who we
We're talking about our boy in Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, I'm with you.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, a 1 second chug with the 16 pint or 16 ounce.
Yeah, it's like instant gone.
I thought that was.
It's like I've seen it where it doesn't even like gulp. You know, the liquid doesn't like hesitate. It just like one straight done.
Like how do you do that?
I couldn't do that, man.
It's you.
Yeah. Unlock the jaw.
Yeah, you open up your esophagus.
Your esophagus.
SCH.
No, in Spanish, esophagus.
I think there's 2 THs in there. Esophagus.
Oh man.
Probably because they were drunk too.
All right, so going back to BeerFest, I think after having these beers, I'm getting kind of hungry. Are you guys into sausages?
What is that?
Brats?
Oh.
Brats and beers, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good combination,
that's
right?
PB&J. That's like PB&J.
Exactly. Yeah. That's just amazing.
But I would love to eat at their restaurant or their pub. Shits and giggle.
you just got to make sure you roll the sausage under your jaw.
There we go.
Your neck.
Yeah. So you know that's a podcast in the future. Is there is a beer and sausage ale house here in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to say the name because we're going to save it for our future podcast. But
100%, bro.
You guys are from San Diego. You probably know what I'm talking about. But coming soon.
Yeah,
yes,
dude.
Sir. All right. So to round it out, we're going to do our last beer, which is a Japanese lager. So it is inspired by the crisp lagers of Okinawa. Our Japanese lager is a bright malt feature brewed with 2 kinds of rice, Pilsner malt, and a Czech yeast strain. This beer is clean and refreshing.
Good as heck.
So this is a 5% ABV. So I kind of like this can. It has like those, was it cherry blossoms? Kind of like the Arizona iced tea.
Yeah.
So it's very
the color
reminiscent.
is very Japanese.
It's like a burnt orange-esque.
It's very nice. And this goes without saying. We know what our final cheers is for this one because it just lines up. You literally just lob the ball up to us.
Okay, let's get this bottle.
Yeah, let me finish the previous beer.
Oh yeah.
So with beer drinking, anybody listening, if you can, leave a comment or something on our Instagram or DM, whatever. And this is for the table. Is there a way to clean your palate when it comes to beer drinking?
Smell coffee.
Because I know with sushi, right?
Jameson.
That's what the ginger's for. Just to kind of reset your palate a little bit, get you ready for the next one. Is there anything for beer?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't heard of anything, but for me, I think a great palate cleanser is pickle juice. Pickleback?
All right. According to Google,
Oh,
it says,
because Google is in the studio right now. Thank
It
you
is.
for hanging out.
hey, Google. It says, cleanse your palate with water.
Damn. Hey, yo, that is savage, bro. Like, she's a hoe.
Yeah.
She's like,
It says, crackers or cheese are fine, but you should remember that even these foods can affect your flavor of the beer.
man, come on, though.
If you're tasting a number of different beers, let the color be your guide.
Hey,
It is best to taste from light to dark.
well, we a little more fancier than that.
We went
could go
from
sparkling
ABV.
water. We could do sparkling water to cleanse our palate.
Evian.
So wait, it said go from light to dark.
From light to dark.
So
but we went from high to low, ABV.
we outkicked our coverage.
which is also like can be dark to light. So I mean, basically opposite what you're saying.
True. That's pretty good.
Crisp lagers of Okinawa.
Dang, just reminds me of
Karate Kid.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So have you guys watched Cobra Kai yet?
Dude, I'm all caught up, bro. I'm
You're
ready
caught
for
up?
the next one.
Like I said in last week's podcast, I need to rewatch the Karate Kid movies, and then
Oh, okay.
I will watch.
You're the inspiration.
That went over my head.
See, yeah. If you guys were here, Rambo's, he's like, what? I don't get it.
Man, you gotta get on a hype train, man. Cobra Kai is all like 2020 and 2021, man. For sure.
So, all right, speaking of which, whenever I wear my Cobra Kai shirt, anywhere I go, someone, at least one person throughout the day will stop me.
Yeah.
And I'll say, yo, I like your shirt. And
Yeah.
the age varies. I'll get people that are like 16-year-olds that'll be like, yo, oh, that's such a cool shirt. And I know that they're referencing this one, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this Cobra Kai. Then I got hit up at a gas station by an older couple. They're probably in their 50s.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, love the shirt, man. And then I told them why I like it. Because, dude, I grew up in the 80s. I was all about Karate Kid. And he's like, man, I never really hear that. But that's why we love it, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so you get that whole range, that spectrum of fandom, so to speak. So good stuff.
Yeah, I think that goes with any kind of I wouldn't say reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it called when it's like a continuation? Could it be a reboot? Anyhow,
I don't think it's a reboot because, like you said, it's continuing off the story,
Yeah.
right? Like, if it was a reboot, then they would, like, redo the whole Danielson thing, you know? But,
so Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, the guys who play Daniel LaRusso and
I was going to say Billy.
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence.
So those guys, in an interview, they were saying how because it's 30 years later, I think it's like 30 years later or something like that, right? That, you know, parents will comment, but then it's something with Cobra Kai, it's something that their kids can relate to. So it's not just, I mean, the way they shoot is not 1984, 85 style, right?
Yeah.
It's the way they shoot it is modern day. So it's for everybody.
Yeah.
It's funny because you get the like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then it's weird how it's twisted now. So I wore, when I wear my Miyagi-Do shirt,
Yeah.
they're like, F Miyagi-Do. I'm like, oh, dude, what? Like,
It's nowadays, you know, Cobra Kai has turned into the baby face, right? Like,
Yeah.
people love them. Whereas back in the 80s, they despised them because they're punks.
Yeah.
At least that's what you thought. But after watching Cobra Kai, you're like, well, maybe Daniel LaRusso was a punk, you know? So it kind of, you know...
yeah. Or maybe he's a punk now.
Yeah, right? So, or always been. You just kind of always thought that he was the good guy, right? So...
I'm all about Eagle Fang. I don't know about you guys. I'm all about Eagle Fang.
Wait,
That's my dojo.
Eagles have fangs?
Dude, what's good about it, man, is just like the soundtrack.
The soundtrack is
soundtrack
amazing.
in Cobra Kai is just so 80s, man. Like 80s rock, dude.
Yeah.
It makes you want to kick ass, right?
Okay, so we haven't cheered yet.
We
Oh,
have
shoot.
not.
So, okay, so it's made it back to you, Rambo.
Oh shoot!
So, because this is a Japanese lager, I think
Is it who I think
it's
it is?
China.
Oh, hashtag China.
Is it what I think it is?
I think so.
It's we referenced it earlier in
Okay,
our
then
intro.
that's what I thought.
Just think of
Cream pie. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Cum pie.
Wait,
Did you say cum pie? It's
not even
can pie.
Oh, can pie.
kanpai.
Kan pie.
Tomato.
KANPIE. No, PAI.
I think cream pie and kanpai are the same thing.
I don't know.
I have a lazy tongue. Okay, I'm from Spain.
I don't know about you, man, but now I want some Little Debbie's like freaking cream pies.
Dude,
That
I
whore.
grew
The
up on
oatmeal. The
those.
oatmeal ones.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Dude.
so good. It's so good.
so
Good luck, everybody else. I go now.
Oh man.
That's another Family Guy reference.
Yes.
So this lager is amazing. This okay. So when we're talking about Japanese lagers, we're talking about before today, right? We're talking about Sapporo,
What's the other one? Starts with an A.
Asahi,
Yeah.
Ichiban. No, that's not.
Ichiban's one, right?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's a lager.
No, it starts with a K.
Is it Kichiban? Japanese lager. I know what you're talking about.
Kirin.
Kirin. Okay. So Asahi, yes. Kirin.
Is that the Japanese Karen?
Probably. Sapporo. Sapporo. Yes.
Have you guys had Suntory?
Yes, I've had
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty good.
Now, so this one here, this Japanese lager. What's the etiquette on using this for a sake bomb?
I wouldn't ruin. So
Yes.
Harland. This
Is it frowned upon?
no. So Harlan, this is to you. This lager is amazing because I love lagers, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing. I would not want to ruin it with a sake
Sure.
shot because it's just unique.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a lager, but it's very, very unique. So if any lager fans out there, or just anybody who wants to try this beer, I highly recommend it. It's very light, but very, very flavorful. Unlike a lot of the lagers, right? Sometimes after a few sips, they all taste the same.
Yeah.
Right.
But this one, you can tell, it's very unique. This one stands alone for sure.
Yeah, so the ingredients in here it's a Pilsner malt, puffed jasmine rice, and toasted rice flakes.
All right.
So it's
Wow.
I guess reminds me of a sake.
Well, sake it to me, baby. So
you know
good.
what? I wouldn't mind if we clean that out, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Top it off.
So good. Oh, that's good, man. It's you know what? It almost has like a Japanese candy.
It does. You know what? You're right.
A hint of Japanese candy in there. So good.
It's so good.
Come by.
Oh man.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I think for me, I like Japanese beers too, but those are more like those are good for I guess pairing with foods. You know, when you're eating sushi and all that stuff, and whereas this one is more like you could sit back and enjoy because it's a craft beer. You know, it's not like the other ones where I don't know what's the term where it's made in mass production, right? You know, so good change up with this one, man. Brought it down to 5%. We went from 7%. We went down 2%, y'all. That's a lot.
That's a lot, man.
So what do you guys think out of the 5 that we had from Harland Brewing? Again, you could visit them at Harland Brewing or harlandbeer.com and check them out on Instagram at Harland Beer. They've got great images, great stuff for you to check out. So again, guys, what do you guys think out of the 5? Let's do a 1 to 5 scale. Let's just bring it down.
Dang,
baby.
that's called Pressure.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Pressure.
So let's start with our least. What is your least favorite? And
Oh,
that doesn't
God.
mean that it sucks. It's just in comparison to
Yeah.
your particular profile, like flavor profile.
Okay, so I'll start.
Very good.
So my number 5 is the Pale Whale.
Okay.
That's my number 5.
I would agree with that. What about you, Alan?
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
That's
that's
number 5?
on point. Yeah.
Okay. My number 4, I think. Actually, I'll go with my favorite. I'm gonna go against the grain.
Okay.
I think my number 1 would probably be the Waimea Haze. I should say mainly. I think just because I love anything Hawaiian, so I think that makes it automatically my number 1.
Hey, you like my poi poi? Because that's why. It's medium husky. So okay, cool. Waimea, and I'm trying to look back to the difference between the Waimea and then their standard hazy. The hazy one is the very first one we had, right?
No,
That was number 2.
Number 2.
So it was Waimea, Hazy,
Oh, okay.
Sunken Isle,
Okay.
India Pale Whale, and then the Japanese
So
Lager.
in that case, I'm with you on the Waimea. That's my
Okay.
favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
so Waimea is my number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
And for those that are listening, Waimea means a whale's penis.
And I learned something. I thought that was San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. According to scholar Rob Burgundy.
Rob Burgundy.
Rob, it's Ron.
Oh, Ron. And I like how I just agreed with you. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Burgundy.
Robert Burgundy the third. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, cool.
So then what's your number 1 then, Glenn?
I'll save that for last.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'll save that for last.
Oh, I think I know what it is too, but I'm not
I
going to say
think you even said it.
Yeah.
So,
So what's your where does Waimea fall in?
Waimea is my number 2.
Your number 2. Okay. All right.
You know,
that's
I'm
right.
gonna finish it off.
You did say that.
Finish
Yeah.
it off, busy.
No, so I'm gonna
Give it to
I'm gonna give you my third one,
Humana.
and then you can guess what my number 1 and number 2 are. So number 5, I told you was my Pale Whale.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 was my Waimea.
Okay.
My number 3 is Sunken Isles.
Whoa. Okay, so I was wrong.
I was wrong too. I thought that was your number 1,
thought
but
that was your number
Sunken
one.
Isles. Yeah.
Sunken Isles, dude.
Oh, done. Actually, never mind. Now I know what your number 1 is. I should have known that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it, yeah. So, okay, I'll just finish it off.
Yeah.
My number 4, and the only reason why it's my number 4 is because it had to compete with my Waimea,
Okay.
Yeah.
which is my hazy.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if that was the only hazy on the board, it would be. Wait, is Sunken Isles? That's just an IPA.
That's
right?
an IPA.
It's just a
man.
regular IPA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
So my number 4 would be the Harland Hazy, and then of course my number 1 based on flavor, because I never go based off ABV, never ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way it makes me feel when I drink it is the Japanese lager.
I should have known.
Kanpai.
For some reason, I thought, Sunken Isle was number 1 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So mine going from 5 to 4. Yeah, would be 5 Pale Whale.
Pale whale.
Number 4.
That's my attempt at a whale.
Yeah, so that's number 5. Number 4. I think Sunken Isle.
What you guys say in Spanish?
Huh?
You guys say in Spanish?
Which one?
Fucking off.
Sunken Isle. So yeah, so sorry.
Damn, bro, your
right.
tongue's hella heavy.
Focus. So Indian Pale Whale, Sunken Isle, Japanese Lager, Hazy IPA, and Waimea Haze.
Okay.
I think probably because I'm I guess impartial to hazies.
Okay.
That's true. You know. Hey, so I don't want to take away from what you were saying, but
But go ahead.
but the hef is kind of like an unfiltered type look,
Yep,
right?
yes,
Phil?
yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So those of you who didn't tune in last week or did tune in last week, we did mention that Rambo is a a hef kind of guy. Right?
Yes.
So he likes that cloudy, discharge looking type.
He likes that thick with 3 C's beer. Straight cloud.
Thick.
I think those are like 10 T's.
All right, Alan. Why don't you close it out with what you feel?
Yo, let's round it out, man. So, okay, my not worst, but my least favorite is a lager. I'm just not a fan of lagers.
Yeah.
I like the bite in my beers. What do you mean Barks has bite, Johnny? Another reference there, but anyways, let's do. All right, 5 to 4. Japanese lager 5. 4 is the India Pale Whale. 3 is the hazy. 2 is Sunken Isles, and 1 is Waimea.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Round it out.
You know what's weird, Alan, is that if you were to ask me this question when we used to go to our favorite bars, lager would have been my number 5.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Because you and I were on this IPA, double IPA,
Triple.
and the elusive triple
Yeah.
IPA.
Yeah. You're right.
So, but I still love IPAs. It's just right now, I think right now the Japanese is just my number 1. So, well, there you have it, guys.
So here's the thing: would we go back? And I think that's a resounding yes, right? We would go
for
back
sure.
and buy their stuff, right?
And I would like to actually go there and sit down and try the
I
different
think
beers
that'd
that
be
they
a
have.
really good experience. I'd love to go there because I haven't been there. You haven't been there, Glenn. Have you actually been on site
To where?
To Harland?
I did the same one where he picked up the beer today.
Cool.
Yeah.
So awesome. All right. Well, that is it for today's episode. We thank you guys for tuning in. And stay tuned for next episode.
Wait, time out.
What?
We will post on Instagram
Yeah, I like it.
what we will be talking about next podcast.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah.
take a look at it. And again, before we check out for this episode, be sure to check out Harland Brewing. Their website, again, is harlandbeer.com. And their Instagram is at Harland Beer. Give them a like. Give them a follow. We are not by any means associated with them. We just love their stuff. Check them out and check us out as well. Give us a follow on Instagram. We are at the Wish You Were Beer podcast.
And follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Dude, we
as
are
well.
official. We are on all of the podcasts. Check us out. Give us a follow. We'd appreciate y'all. And we look forward to chatting with you once again. And as always,
Drink
Oink.
responsibly.
And oink oink. Peace.
drink up, baby.
Ooh.